All right. Alrighty, everybody. We'll get this party started in just a few. Getting things set up here. Hope everybody's doing a-okay. I'm going to go to my channel so I can see your comments as I do them here. Hang on one second. My channel, yes, I know I'm live. Hang tight. If you guys made comments, hang for just a second here. Let me pause that. There we go. What's up, Kip? Nice to have you in there. I'm going to wait for a few more people to join on in, and then I will start the show. Should be a fun one. I've got all kinds of great comments today. Hope everybody's safe. Doing okay. I don't want to go there. I want to go to my comments. All right. YouTube Studio. And we should be in good shape. Comments. Russell, welcome. Nice to have you in here. I've got to get things set up real quick. Cancel that. Okay. I think we're good here. Okay. Homeless in America, what's up? You're at the MLH Comment Show, where I go through the week's comments, and I've got some good ones today, and we will do the good, the bad, the indifferent, so I don't discriminate. If you guys want to leave comments in my videos, I will respond to them on this show. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this party started. Why don't you stick around, grab a seat. It's going to be a fun time. Let's do this. Welcome, everybody, to the MLH Comment Show. What's up, everybody in chat? I see you there. South Alabama, Jonathan, Kip, Russell, everybody else that's in chat, that's lurking, or who will be there. Welcome to the Comment Show. This is the show where I take all the week's comments, and instead of typing them out, I just respond directly to them. Good, bad, indifferent. It's been an interesting week, y'all, and I'm glad you're all here. I'm sure more people will pop in a few minutes, no problem. Welcome in any and everybody that pops in here. Lots of good stuff this week, so lots of good comments to get through. Let me go ahead and transition here to the comments. Let me make them a little bit bigger so that you can see them. Let's see if I can do that. It might be a little bit of a learning curve here. Okay. Well, I mean, I can't really... I'm not going to respond on the mustachioed ones because, that's the mustachioed's business. But let's go ahead and get started with a comment from... and I will read chat as well, so if you guys have comments, questions, concerns... in the chat, I will be responding to you guys as well. Let's start with Keeper of the List, who commented on the last hot tub time machine. Dee Dee's topic, what happened to Dee Dee's top? Same thing that happened to ZZ's top. I like the reference there, Keeper. Thanks for the comment. Really appreciate it. Jamie Todd, good friend of the show, responding to video I did on 329 The Beat. I think they got Chili for trespassing. I don't know who Chili is, so maybe you can inform me on who that is. It doesn't surprise me. If it's an auditor, it does not surprise me. And I will comment on the Flex stuff. I know Flex is live, and that's probably why not a lot of people are in chat. What's up, Putin? I see you in there. American Rights, responding to the same deal, says, I take one warrant. I don't know what that means, American Rights, but thank you for your comment nonetheless. Responding to a video I did called Homeless Outreach on 328, Cacahuate, which means peanut in Spanish, by the way, if you guys didn't know what that means. Cacahuate is a great person. They gave me the opportunity to buy the warmers that you see on my homeless outreach videos on Mondays. Most Mondays I'll be doing homeless outreach, so that's what I'll be doing. It says love the homeless outreach. Appreciate that. I like it too. It makes me feel good. Gets me out of the house. I'm not gonna pass up an opportunity to do a cop watch if there's an obvious one, but my main focus on Mondays is to do homeless outreach. So there you go. Oh, Chile is delete laws. I did not know that, Jonathan. I did see that. I'll comment on that too. That one's a little sketchy, but I think you guys are going to be surprised at what I say about Flex's situation a little bit later. Let's go on to a comment that Russell, who's in chat right now, says about the homeless outreach. I really don't like to miss the homeless videos, but I love that MLK does them. Well, I think you meant MLH. I know what you meant, Russell. But yes, I like that I do them too. I appreciate the comment, Russell. Really appreciate you being in the chats, all that stuff. There's another mustachioed comment, so we'll go ahead and skip that one. Michelle responded to a video I did a long ass time ago, a little short that I did with the full moon. And it said, any werewolves out there? It's just a real quick 15-second video. And her comment to that was, Aroo. Yeah, I can't believe that. That video is doing, the shorts get more views than anything. I think it's because they repeat themselves and they're so short. It's easy for people to digest. What's up, Mark Wilson? Nice to see you in there. We're doing the comment show. I'm going through all the comments here. That way I don't have to type. I was starting to get a little bit of carpal tunnel syndrome in my little old fingers, typing to everybody as we went through the week. It was very time consuming. So I thought, why not take the time to talk to all of you guys instead of typing to all of you guys. Sometimes I don't think people see my replies. So this is a good way of letting y'all know that, I do appreciate the comments, and I'm going to respond to each and every one of them. Michelle also says to a video I did about an Aurora house fire aftermath. This was a long time ago. Horrible thing for someone to have to go through. Yeah, it is, Michelle. And that particular instance was really weird. I got a stringer to go capture. Obviously, they wanted fire footage. But by the time I got there, the fire was pretty much doused. The good thing, though, I don't think anybody lived in that house. I think people were squatting in there. I think they all got out, and everybody was safe and sound. All right, next comment from Michelle. She says, this is in regards to HTTM Harry's email topic. That was on 3/23/22. Love Ghost really liked driving and listening to tunes. Now that's something that is a little different on HTTM. Guys and gals, I don't make hardly any money. I don't want to say make no money on YouTube. I mean, it's not enough to make a living. I can tell you that much. I make pennies. Over the entire lifetime of the channel, I think I've made just over $300. So if that gives you any indication of how much money I make on the channel, then there you go. So I decided, instead of worrying about monetization on Hot Tub Time Machine, that we would listen to music. I hate going through I hate going through these drives and hot tubs and stuff like that, not being able to listen to music for fear of YouTube coming down on me. But the most they do is copyright claims. I don't play video on the hot tub. Like if I were to do video right now, like if I were to play a music video or something, I could get a strike. It's really weird, but just doing the music is just a copyright claim. They don't care about that. They just send whatever piddly amount of money you get to whoever's video is there. Cheryl M, welcome on in. ATL Auditor, Atlanta Auditor, welcome. Alan B, welcome. Nice to see you. Homeless in America, I had 204K on one video, then YouTube deleted it. That really sucks, Homeless. Re-upload it. Might go viral again. You are in the MLH Comment Show. I'm going to be doing a little bit of commentary about some of the things that I observed through the week as well. And also we will be doing bad comments as well. The held for review ones, the ones that are a little naughty. So I will do those as well. Let's see. Yeah, so that video that I did, that was the first one that we really, let the music fly. And people are really liking it. So if you like Hot Tub, it's been amped up. When we're rolling, we do music now. So, request and stuff like that. As many as we can get in a run. It's a lot of fun. I encourage you guys to do that every Wednesday, 7 Eastern-ish. Just depends. I do have a schedule, but it's very tentative. Like today I was a little late. So, that's how it goes with Bernie's schedule. All right, next comment from Michelle. And this is also on Harry's email topic. I don't think I'm allowed to write my fortune cookie request. You most certainly are on HTTM, Michelle. But that's in response to the topic, fortune cookies. What would your fortune cookie read in Hot Tub Hour? And then she says, thank you, Pepper. So thank you for the comments, Michelle. I really do appreciate them. Everybody in chat, I do see your comments as well, so comment away. If you guys have a question for me, comment something that you saw in my video, let me know. Eminem, welcome to chat. Jen Wow says in response to the post that I put with Alan B. Alan B, who's in chat, sent me a letter a long time ago with a very nice 20-pound donation. I didn't have the stomach to to spend it. So what I did is I framed it instead. I framed his letter with the 20-pound note that Alan B sent me. Jen, thanks for saying thanks to Alan B. Alan, if you're in chat, thank you very much, man. It's a very, very special gift, and I'll have it forever now, or at least until I die, or a fire takes it, or some stupid stuff like that. All right, here's another comment from Michelle, again from Harry's email topic on Hot Tub Time Machine. Hi, MLH and Bernie. Did Bernie get that spanking? Bernie gets lots of spankings, Michelle. I got unsubscribed from your channel. That's why I was missing all your live notifications. I'm sorry. I would have been able to at least catch a few. MLH, could you put live chat replay on the videos? I do. I mean, I don't mess with it, Michelle. Sometimes it takes a long time for the. Sometimes it takes a lot of time for the chat to appear, the live chat replay to appear on the video. So just give it some time, maybe a day or so, and it should be back and running. Alan says, I love the song request. You're making a list, right on, Alan. Appreciate that. It's your pleasure. It's my pleasure, man. What's up, Judd? Nice to see you in there. Jonathan, yeah, that thing is worth way more to me. It's priceless. I'm never going to take that note out. It's framed and good to go now. It's never, I mean, I put it up on my nightstand, and it's a very prominent piece of my art collection and autographs and stuff like that. So very, very nice. There's a mustachioed comment. I'm going to skip those. Jamie, in regards to the Alan B post that I did, also says top notch. Thank you, Jamie. Really appreciate that. Let's see. Okay. Here's something that I want to address, and I specifically wanted to address it on the comment show, and this is the only mustachioed comment that I'm going to talk about. It says, I love it. Are you okay for me screen sharing? Okay, now I had to put, this is from Misty Big Red. I hope you're listening, Misty. Maybe it'll get back to her. I did not like the fact that you were using this video without my permission to begin with. She had a live where she decided to play my mustachio video, which most people would say is very benign, and it's a nice way to, grow your channel and stuff. But if you guys notice, I used to say share my videos. I don't say that anymore because I've been screwed over several times with people sharing my videos and not giving me any credit. And it really is not fair to my channel. I work very hard at providing, certain content. This is one of the things that I provide absolutely no charge for people. I mean, I put a lot of work. I know these videos are kind of stupid, right? The mustachioed videos are kind of dumb, but it does take quite a bit of time to put them together. Whether it be the stupid drawings and, all that stuff, the writing, all that stuff. I mean, I do all that stuff for myself. I don't have a production team, none of that stuff. So honestly, Misty, I did put in the copyright strike claim on that, and I'm not going to take it back. It's going to be a constant reminder for you and anybody else that wants to just willy-nilly take content and without asking. And I know you did ask in a comment, but I don't have the ability to read comments like every second of every day. If you would have reached out to me on email, that would have been a completely separate issue. So I don't want it to be a big deal, but just leave that as a constant reminder for you. I'm not resending it. I know you did ask me to resend it. I'm not resending it. And if that makes me seem Michelle, welcome. Nice to see you in there. I just did a lot of your comments. You might have to go back a minute or two to read what I had to say about them. But just a wrap up on this thing, Misty Big Red. I don't want to seem like I'm the worst dude on the planet for a video, but I take my channel very seriously, and it's my content. It's my content. I mean, you can't. You shouldn't, I should say. I hesitate to say you can't because people do it all the time. But I am no longer telling people to share my videos. What I say is word of mouth. And if there's a special circumstance, I mean, other people have asked me well in advance, like Caucasian Sasquatch, for instance, has asked me to use my content, which I have no issues with as long as I know what you're using it for and as long as I get credit for it. I hope that clears things up. I really don't want to seem like a bad dude. Everybody knows I'm not a bad guy. Alan B, in response to the Alan B post that I put with his, where I framed his letter with his 20 pounds. So I'm not spending it, Alan. It looks awesome, man. It really does in person. It's even better. But thank you, Alan, again. I really do appreciate your friendship, and we've exchanged emails. One day I'm going to get on over to London and meet you personally, Alan. It'd be a ton of fun. It's gonna take some planning and some time, and some saving because trips to Europe are not super cheap. So I will plan it, and one day I will meet you and shake your hand. All right, CC Hope, in response to the last MLH Comment Show, said that the people have had enough. First and Second Amendment auditors, we see all bad apples all day and more. Officer safety is cowardice. Public safety is heroism. Keep exposing incredibly uneducated, unprofessional public servants abusing their authority. End Terry v. Ohio. Stop no-knock warrants. Always record the police. And then he listed off a bunch of auditors. The Terry v. Ohio thing is very, very, very controversial. You know what? I go back and forth on it, but I think there's parts of Terry v. Ohio that are just ridiculous. There's parts of Terry, Ohio that I think are essential. So it's one of those things that, I just don't know how to frame it in a way to reconcile it in my mind. Bill writes, MLH taken legal action. You have been notified. I'm not, I don't want it to be that big of a deal. I mean, it's not real hard to understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? To me, it's over. I'm not going to discuss that anymore. All right. Matthew King, in response to a post that I put, about, a cloud that Bernie B noticed in the sky, that looked like a shark fin. And he says, I once saw a cloud that looked just like Guy Fieri. Should have taken a picture of that. That would have been cool, Matthew King. Really appreciate the comment. Pepper, nice to see you in there. Welcome on in. We're doing the comment show. Steve E. Maybe this will encourage more people to comment on the videos. If y'all know I'm doing this show and commenting on your comments or responding to your comments, I should say. Steve E, in response to the Alan B post, says, that looks good framed like that. The 20-pound note is really cool looking. I really like it. It was too pretty. That was another reason I didn't want to spend it. It just looks really nice. It's the first time I've ever seen a 20-pound note from England, from the UK. So it's very nice. Harry Nuts, our good friend Harry Nuts, says for the Alan B post, that's super cool. Indeed, it is. Rochelle just gave me a heart for the same thing. Thank you, Rochelle. Really appreciate that. She says, that's awesome. And indeed it is. And Alan B is just such a nice dude. If you guys see him in chat, like he's in there right now, let him know that you love him, because he's a cool dude. All right, McDonald says, nice, 20 pounds. I would save that money, as in put it with my rare collectibles that I have. See, that's the thing, McDonald. I just couldn't bring myself to spend such a beautiful note. And also the fact that it came from Alan B, so I had to do something. And then speaking of Alan B, he says, it's good to see how YouTube works. Very informative. Thanks, MLH. I do try. And that was from the last comment show. So thank you, Alan, for your very thoughtful comment. Ellie, in response to a post I put up for Bernie's Flowers, which Pepper, who's in chat, donated to get me to buy her some flowers, which was a super nice gesture. Pepper, I know you're in there. Says they're almost as beautiful as Bernie. Yeah, they were really pretty flowers. And then Bernie responded in kind. They were really nice flowers, and Bernie really did appreciate them. And she's just such a nice person. And okay. Here's my first bad comment of the day, y'all. I think I might have done this last week, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Big Bang says, if you ever find yourself with a group of people like this, you have failed at life. And then this was in a response that I did with PTP and American Rights. I'm going to give that a dislike. I didn't like that comment. But nonetheless, there you are, Big Bang. There's your moment in the sun. That's really not nice. All right, now I'm going to do the held for review, if I even have any. These are the naughty word ones, or the ones with bad words, or stuff like that. American Rights, in response to the beat 32922, says, I know I am there, arrest list, fuck bad cops, I don't give a fuck. Okay, appreciate your comment, American Rights, but YouTube really flags these things and holds them for review. I'm not going to ban them or do anything with them. I'll just leave them in there, and then it's in the list of my blocked words. I have all negative bad words blocked, not because of censorship, but I just want YouTube to not give me any strikes or anything of that nature. It's the same thing in my chats. If you try to type the word F-U-C-K, you're not going to be able to do it. You're going to have to use some symbols, you know, etc. And then American Rights also says, Mr. MLH on the addict, fuck bad cops. Same thing with that comment. Thank you for your comment, American Rights, but it's not going to get through. So, you know, it's one of those things. Okay. Russell on the mustachioed, I think this was meant for me, but says, I've called several times to get Flex out of jail, and I think this is hilarious, but I can't stop thinking about Flex. And I agree. I'll talk about Flex in just a minute. I don't want to go too long. I don't want to keep you guys from your weekend. I know WrestleMania's today, the Final Four's today, lots of stuff going on. So I want you guys to be able to, be able to enjoy your day and not just listen to me speak for hours on end. Russell also says he better get out of jail soon because I've called over 20 times and I'm not even getting warmed up. Now they're just hanging up on me. See, okay, that was the progression. Let's go ahead and I'm going to approve that comment, by the way. I don't know why they flagged that, Russell, or the first comment. It's really weird. But I'm going to go back in here and let's see. I haven't responded, and they're just a bunch of mustachioed. I'm not going to respond to those. That's for the mustachioed to do. I don't know how to respond to Big Bang. I mean, that was such a bad comment. I don't know how to get, but I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted to do. All right. Let's go back to the held for reviews. Nothing else in there. Oh, show hidden comments. I want to do that. Those are the really bad ones. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's see what I got. Fuck bad cops, people. George Ward said, that's a lot of pussy in one house. That is a blocked word, but in this context, I'm going to approve it, George Ward, because it was about the mustachioed and what was going on with his video. Okay, here's another one I want to go over with you guys. This was, these ones are really bad. I don't know if I went over these last week, but I'm going to delete these comments after I get done with them today and be done with it. It comes from Who's the Ross. So if you see Who's the Ross in any chat, let them know what you really think about that person. This is in response to Littleton Sergeant gets put in check by Regan. This is one of the very first videos I did on the channel. And that person says, at least that police officer has a job. Can't say that for you two morons. I don't even know how to respond to that. I mean, when you start in with ad hominems, that shows your level of intellect. And if you ever get into an argument with somebody, and what I mean, if nobody knows what ad hominems are, they're like personal attacks or personal bad words, like piece of shit or morons or stuff like that. I mean, if you start in with that, then you've already lost an argument. And to be honest, there's really no argument to be had. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove that comment because F you. And then Who's the Ross? Also, for the video that things were going good until, which is probably one of my favorite videos on the channel, to be honest with you guys. If you guys haven't seen it, please check it out. Who's the Ross says, you are such a loser, with a clown emoji and a laughing face. Like I said, if you guys ever see Who's the Ross, let them know how you feel about that person. I'm going to go ahead and delete that comment. It's not worth my time. Westside Accountability is in chat. What's up? Nice to see you in there. Really appreciate you. We love you, MLH. I love you. I love everybody. Well, at least most everybody. Can't wait to start traveling so I can meet you all. I can't wait to meet you, Westside. That would be really, really cool. I like meeting people. I mean, if you're in the Vegas area, I'll be in Vegas in September. Like the third week of September, I'll be in Vegas, and I will be producing content for you guys out there, and also, if I can, doing a little bit of homeless outreach. I don't know where the homeless lie out there. I mean, a lot of them are on the strip, but I'll do my best. But it's supposed to be a pleasure trip, so I'm gonna make it as pleasurable for Bernie and myself as possible. All right, Husky Life. This was a month ago. I don't think I got to this comment last show. Says, and this was in response to the library employee meltdown re-upload that I did with the video that went viral on other people's channel and not mine for some reason. Said, Chad seems like the person that loves recording kids. He wants to be the only one. There is thoughts about that, and I've thought about that quite often since I made that video. He's no longer employed there, by the way. That dude does need help, and I think because he's so passionate about the way that he was handling things regarding kids, it comes into question, what has this guy done to kids? Road and Toe Show, welcome on in. Jim Busby, welcome on in. Really appreciate it. This is another one that's potentially inappropriate. This is from JWE Shock 55. I have no idea who that is. Now slander the kid after you get him fired. You are a POS. Did you watch the video, Shock 55? Who really is the POS? I'm the POS for just basically having a camera and recording an interaction that was going on. I mean, I wouldn't have even, if you guys remember that video, I didn't even want to go into the kids section. I wanted to avoid problems, but DMA went in there, and then there started to be some commotion. So you'll notice I go in there because if anything's going to go down, it's got to be on camera, right? That way there's an impartial kind of witness, because the cameras don't lie, right? Unless you're editing your videos and all that type of stuff. I tend to stay away from editing as much as possible. So my videos are pretty legit, and that's one thing that I can say truthfully and honestly, and I really pride myself. Lucinator, what's up? Nice to see you in there. He says, who's the Ross anyway? Exactly, Lucinator, exactly. Let's see. So yeah, if you watch that video, what really was inappropriate? What did I do in that video that was inappropriate exactly? And as far as calling me a POS, that goes back to the whole ad hominem things. This is the reason why I hate doing panels, everybody. I really hate doing panels because it devolves into a bunch of people with a bunch of drama, and inevitably it ends up people saying, things like, you're a piece of shit, you're a fat slob. I don't like getting involved in any of that. So that's why I try to keep my channel as drama-free as possible. So this type of stuff has no business on my channel, and I'm removing it. Let's see. Harry Nutt says the patience everyone showed was incredible on that library employee meltdown re-upload. I mean, it's not so much patience, Harry, but literally, like, what was this guy capable of doing? And I thought that the guy was actually going to hit me with that water bottle. I mean, he shattered it. I still have a memento from that day, a little shard of plastic. So, I mean, was I the one that was being inappropriate, or was Chad the one that was inappropriate? JWE Shock 55, our good friend, says, Mex, long hair, piece of sheet. Let's go to war together and then tell us about shrapnel. Better you go to Ukraine and film Russian soldiers. And that's in regards to me talking about the pieces of plastic that hit me. You know what? I had glasses on, so the likelihood of me getting hurt were very slim unless he threw it right at me. But it's still, in the moment, it's still scary. In the moment, it's, whatever. Jim Busby, thank you. I say you're a good person. Michelle says, actually have decent internet signal today to catch you. Right on, Michelle. Really appreciate that. I like your chats, your videos, Jim says. Thank you, Jim. Really appreciate you. Jen says, Jen, welcome into chat. She says, how dare you? Okay. Let's see. Pepper says, that was a weird ass comment. I know it. I'm gonna remove it because there's no, like I said, there's no place for it. There just isn't. So that is removed. There's the comments. The F words I'm gonna leave just by the wayside. American rights. I don't want you to think that I'm censoring you, but I do put in all the naughty words, the usual suspects. I have in a block list, whether it's comments or in chat. So if you guys are in the comments or in chat, just use symbols. I just don't want YouTube to flag my channel for any reason. Let me go. This is something new that I'm going to do this week. The mentions. Sometimes people mention me and then I don't even realize it. Caucasian Sasquatch, really appreciate the love he posted that I was live. Really appreciate that. K. Posted a link to Denver Metro Audit's link to one of his videos and mentioned me, and he did it again. Thank you very much, K. If you guys haven't subscribed to K. Please sub. Cameras Everywhere mentioned me on one of his videos regarding let's see, it's exposed by it was another video that Cameras Everywhere. Thank you, Cameras. Really appreciate the mention. Maybe that'll drive a few people to my channel, hopefully. I'm having a rough time getting up to 3,000 for some reason, y'all. Word of mouth's going to be the way that this channel grows. I truly believe that. So if you guys know anybody that likes any type of content that I produce, let them know, and hopefully they'll subscribe. I not only want to earn the subscription, but I want to keep it. So Horizon City News Service, who's mentioned me a few times, mentioned me in a video by 9 News, body cam footage of Mesa clerk Tina Peters' arrest. So thank you, Horizon. Really appreciate that. Caucasian Sasquatch also. If you guys haven't subbed to Caucasian Sasquatch, sub to Caucasian Sasquatch. Let him know I sent you. He mentioned me in another one of his videos of Sasquatch Shills. 14 Living Histories Mysteries. Sasquatch has an awesome show. It's very unique. He's trying to break the algorithm on YouTube by doing stuff that YouTube doesn't expect him to, and it's really, really cool. So I like his channel, and I really like his you may not like some of the guests that he has, but I do like the way that Caucasian Sasquatch handles himself. So thank you all for joining that channel, and let him know that I sent you. Orange Man Audits mentioned me in the best ID refusals. Maybe I'm in that video. I don't know. I have to check it out. Thanks, Orange Man Audits. Really appreciate it. American Amy mentioned me in a video. Valentine's Day special. That's also one of my favorite videos on the channel. It doesn't get enough love. It's a 20-minute video, so I know it's a longer video than what you all are used to, unless you're in my lives. But I was really proud of that interaction. I think it's one of my better ones. If you want to see the spicy side of MLH, then check that out. Horizon also mentioned me in a post about Boulder paying $95,000 to settle a lawsuit against an officer. It's not surprising. Boulder has some corrupt cops. I need to get over to Boulder one day. It's a little ways away, so that's why I don't head over there too often. Orange Man also mentioned me in another video. Thank you very much. Couple of videos. Thank you very much. What else? Show Me State News mentioned me, so thank you very much. And that was with Cacahuate Day, which I did because Cacahuate sponsored one of my videos, the one where I got the new food containers, the warmers / coolers things. I don't even know what you call that. Food carriers, I guess. Yeah. So thank you. Really appreciate that. Horizon City also put me in another post about Freeman, James Freeman. Thank you very much. Again, Caucasian Sasquatch, who has, by the way, some of the really, really cool, you know, polls and other interesting things that he does on his channel. But this one was about, I think it was about Abstract Look, which I'll have an announcement about Abstract Look here in a second as well. We love an abstract look. I do love an abstract look. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at 3 of his paintings that I bought. But I have an exclusive coupon for you guys if you guys want to buy some of Tom's work. If you go to Just Tom's Art, and maybe one of the mods can put that channel in there. If you buy something, make sure you use the coupon code MLH10, MLH10. And you will get 10% off of anything that you buy on his Etsy shop. So if it's an original piece of artwork, or if it's just one of his prints, which are still fantastic, by the way, it's on quality paper, like print paper, you will not be disappointed with anything on that channel. So just type in the code MLH10, and you will get 10% off, and you can share that with anybody. So if you know somebody that likes fine art, make sure that you use the code MLH10, or give that code out to people and let them know that that'll save them 10%. Horizon with another couple of mentions, really appreciate that. Let's see, Supine Calamut, who has a great karaoke channel. If you guys like karaoke and you want to join in and sing and stuff like that, mentioned that I was, mentioned one of my videos, the hot tub with hairy nuts, which is really cool. K-Dot, in support of my video, The Forgotten, episode 1, it shared it, and I really do appreciate that. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you do. Aurora Police Lieutenant retires before he can be fired. That's not shocking. That comes to us from Horizon City. Horizon mentions me a lot, and I do appreciate that, Horizon City News. So make sure you go to Horizon City News and subscribe and let them know that I sent you as well. PTP mentioned me. PTP is a good dude. He lives in Colorado Springs, which is about an hour away from me, and we do videos from time to time with each other. He's a really, really nice guy. And then some other Horizon City stuff, Caucasian Sasquatch. And the only reason I'm going through this is because I totally forgot about this. So there we go. Really appreciate all the love and support from Horizon and Caucasian and everybody that I mentioned. So Judd put in the link. So if you guys are wanting to buy anything, just type in the code MLH10, and that will save you 10% off of anything that you buy, anything on that channel. So, all right. I do want to make a quick comment about the Flex situation. I didn't get a chance to watch his live today. He is out, for those that don't know. Michelle says, one of the reasons I like your channel is because of the no drama rule. And you know what? Let me address that before I get to Flex, Michelle, because I think that's something important to address. I was talking, I don't want to say who I was talking to. I was talking to a fellow auditor yesterday, and I was mentioning to that person that, about my channel. I had a little tiff with somebody. I'm not going to mention any names, what channel I was in, what I was doing, none of that. But there was drama that was really unwarranted, and it was unfair to the channel owner. And these are the reasons why I have a no drama policy. I try to keep my channel as clean as possible. I do slip up and say bad words from time to time. But I just don't want anybody bullying anybody. I don't want anybody feeling left out. I want my channel to be all inclusive. I don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, Chinese, Japanese, gay, straight, bisexual, non-binary, I don't care. My channel is for everybody, and I would be, I'd be a big time hypocrite if I didn't allow gay people on my channel for some reason. Or, the only thing that I don't tolerate is racist. I mean, that's one thing that I don't tolerate. Racism, bullying, drama. I mean, leave that stuff at the door when you come to my chat. And my mods know I have the greatest mods on the planet. They know how to take care of business. So that's something that I take deep pride in, and I had to explain to somebody yesterday, and kind of the way that I do things and the way that I handle modding. Modding is more than just, you get a wrench and you have power, right? You can't mod with emotion. And I've learned, I've learned to be a decent mod. I've also learned that to have good mods is a privilege. And that's why I do mod days, to kind of recognize my mods. I don't have a lot of monetary ways to help my mods, or to pay my mods or anything like that. But I do want to make sure that the mods know that I do recognize their efforts. And I understand firsthand how things can go awry with mods. So I do appreciate the world-class mods that I have in my channel, and I hope you guys understand that it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, to remain basically emotionless when you're a mod, and not use your emotions to kick people out or time them out or anything like that. There's specific ways that you have to do things as a mod to make sure that the channel runs smoothly. So let me get on to the Flex comments, and then then that should wrap it up for today. I did watch the video, and I was as horrified as anybody about Flex getting arrested. I watched it over and over. Now, at first glance, I don't think Flex did anything wrong. As a matter of fact, I'm steadfast. I don't believe that Flex did anything wrong. Although, his choice of language, even though it is protected First Amendment speech, I always advise people to keep their calm, right? When you're doing interactions, especially when you're doing interactions with police and stuff like that, and it's mostly to do with the civil side of things. Now, criminally, I don't think that Flex did anything wrong. Although, if you do look up the Iowa statutes, check out how archaic the laws are in Iowa. In Iowa, it is illegal, at least in the locality that he was in Waterloo. I'm pretty sure it's all of Iowa, though. Somebody could catch me if I'm wrong. You cannot cuss in the presence of a woman or a child younger than 14 years old. Now, this law that they have on the books in Iowa is going to be a challenge for Flex, right? I'm pretty sure he's going to fight the challenge, but I'm pretty sure, or the arrest, I'm pretty sure that he's going to lose a jury trial on it because of that. If Flex wants to, he can definitely appeal it to a higher court, like a state court, state Supreme Court, and I'm hoping that the state court knows that this is in direct contrast with the First Amendment of the United States, right? It shouldn't. I mean, if you don't want to hear the language, then go away. If you don't want your kid to hear the language, then they have to go. Take them away. I mean, as a good parent, if you hear somebody ranting and raving, of course you're going to, especially little kids, you're going to take them away from that environment, right? You're not going to subject them to that. That's the First Amendment, right? So I feel for Flex. I think it's a bullshit thing. He was pushed out into the street, which is another atrocity that lieutenant did. And I honestly think that lieutenant should be fired. You don't treat the public like that. Flex was on a public street. He was way out of the way of anything that was going on. He wasn't causing a disturbance. He was narrating, not doing. There was nothing going on until that cop went up to Flex. And, unfortunately, that stupid law, I think, is going to cause him a lot of headache. And I was talking to somebody yesterday about it, and I said, um, it might be best for Flex to take a plea on this one, unless he has the money or he can raise the money to fight it in a higher court. Because I can almost assure you a jury would have to find him guilty of the charge. Cussing in public, I think, or foul language in public, or whatever it was, disorderly, I think it was, based on the fact that there was a woman present, because I did see a woman present there. And it's very unfortunate because he was well within his right. Now, I take exception to the language just because, like, if it was a normal case and this thing went to a jury, like here in Denver, if that would have went to a jury, I'm sure the jury would find him not guilty, right? And then you can go for a civil lawsuit out there. And that's where the language really doesn't help anybody. When you cuss, right? When you use foul language, it shouldn't make a difference in regards to the law. But it does make a difference to a jury, right? So if you are if you are caught in a situation where you get emotional and you start using language, it's not going to help you in a civil lawsuit. You may win that civil lawsuit, but you're going to win a lot less money. So it always pays to keep a level head and keep the language to a bare minimum, right? If you're going to get arrested, try to stay as calm as possible, and get arrested. I mean, I know it sucks, and I know that you really want to call people assholes and motherfuckers and all that stuff, but it might not be in your best interest to do so. So I would highly recommend, if you guys are auditors, please keep the cussing to a minimum. I've been guilty of it before, but in a situation where you're going to get arrested, it's in your best interest to keep your cool. And yes, I agree, Bill of Rights. First Amendment should supersede anything. But when you're talking civil lawsuits with a jury, they don't always think along those lines, right? You get a lot of bootlickers. You get people that that aren't thinking about that when they're trying to award damages, right? It should just go purely off the law, and I'm in agreement. I mean, if you just go purely off of the supreme law of the land, the Constitution of the United States, it's a no-brainer, right? So you should just get the maximum of whatever, and that's it. So, okay. Let me read chat here. Wait, what? Not mod with emotions? LOL. That's all I do, according to some. Yeah, no. You're better than that, Lucinator. I've seen you. Bill Wright says Michael Gorsuch is trash, as are most of the Supreme Court justices, Bill Wright. There's not many ones that really care to do the right thing. Definitely plays better for a jury. Eat your broccoli. Says, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. We talk about police officers and egos a lot as auditors, right? When I'm in my auditing mode. But sometimes the auditors need to let go of their ego as well, right? And sometimes the auditors don't know the laws as well as they think they know the laws. So, appreciate that, Eat Your Broccoli. I thought you were already subbed. Farlap Move says 3 more now, Cheryl. Let's get Cheryl up to 50. I'll stay on until Cheryl gets up to 50. Judd put in the link. Everybody sub to Cheryl so she can get her live ability going. That's a big milestone. So, just sub Cheryl. Okay, there you go. Great. What's Cheryl up to now? Let's take a peek at Cheryl's channel and see what she's up to. Hopefully she gets up to 50. 50 is an exciting one because that's where you can go live, and that's kind of important. So let's get her above 50, maybe 52, 53, 54, 55, somewhere around there. Yeah, I saw that. Eat Your Broccoli. I got you. Okay. one more to go, so let's get one more. Mrs. Swilly is in chat. What's up, Mrs. Swilly? Oh, it's up to 50 now. So there you go, Cheryl. Let's get a couple more just to give her that buffer, because sometimes sock accounts sub and then they get chopped away by YouTube. So go ahead and sub to Cheryl M, and let's get Cheryl up to 50 so she can go live. So all right, so those are my thoughts. I wish Flex the best. Flex is a good friend of the show, and I love Flex. But I'm telling you, Flex. In my opinion, Flex didn't do anything wrong, right? And the First Amendment should supersede any stupid local ordinances or laws that What's up, Kakawate? Nice to have you in there. Really appreciate you being in there. I did comment on some of your comments or respond to some of your comments that you made in chat and made mention of you today. It's nice to see you in there. You got 54 each of broccoli? Cool. Right on. Cheryl, so let's get Cheryl a couple more subs so that way she's well above that 50 and she can start making live videos. Maybe you're at a park sometimes, Cheryl, and you see an unusual duck or something and you want to put something, or maybe you want to do a little bit of cop watching from a distance, and you need the ability to do that. Thank you, Russell, for Farlap. Good day. Nice to have you in there, Farlap. Welcome on in. Appreciate you. We're just about ready to wrap up here on this edition of the MLH Comment Show. I do appreciate everybody that joined. If you guys have comments on my videos, please do so. I'm going to do this show every Saturday. I don't know the exact time because it really depends on Bernie's schedule, but you can expect that every Saturday on my show. Sundays is kind of an open day for me to do whatever. Mondays I'm doing homeless outreach. If I have stuff to get to the homeless, I will do that. Later, Road and Tow, really appreciate that. Make sure you check out Road and Tow Show. They do a pretty good job of doing a dramaless show. Sometimes it gets a little hairy, but most times it's really fun. So make sure you join them. But let's see, what else? Let's see. So Mondays is homeless outreach. Tuesdays is straight cop watching. I did cut down on my cop watching a little bit because the heat got a little bit too much for me for a time there, and it's a little nerve-wracking. But Tuesdays I'm going to dedicate to doing cop watches and other stuff. Let's see. Wednesdays, what did I have planned? Oh, Wednesdays is Hot Tub Time Machine at 7 Eastern-ish. We're pretty consistent with that. We're doing, and I changed the format of that show too, so that way, you got, not only do you have the adult hot tub stuff, but there are song requests, so you can request a song in there. It's always a ton of fun. I hope you guys can join on in. If you guys have a topic for Hot Tub Time Machine, send them to BernieBHTTM@gmail.com, and Bernie loves to get emails. So if you have a salacious story or a titillating story or a titillating topic that you want us to discuss on HTTM while we're driving through the streets of Denver, or if you have a song request or something of that nature, pop on in and join us for that. It's a ton of fun. Thursdays I have completely off, although you may see a video from time to time on there or live on Thursdays, but I try to keep Thursdays just completely free. Fridays, I do a show on a different channel called RP Grinders at 7 Eastern, so you could catch me live on YouTube, or the best way to do it is twitch.tv/RP Grinders, so I hope to see some of you guys there. If you guys like video games and stuff like that, make sure that you join on in. It's a ton of fun. I thought you had to have 1,000 or 500 to go live. That used to be back in the day. Eat your broccoli, 1,000. 1,000 was... 1,000 was the mark, but and a funny story about that is I worked really hard to get up to 1,000. I was at 995 or something, and then the next day they changed it to you only need 50. So it was one of those things, but nonetheless, I like that policy. 50 is good, So Saturday is the comment show, which Judd put in there, is roughly 5:30-ish. Today was a little later because Bernie had to go to work a little bit later. Sunday is mystery day, so it could be anything. Cop watching, could be a video. Maybe the mustachio will take over, stuff to do like that. Farlap says 50 to go live now. What, you have 0 subs, Farlap? Well, that's got to change, my friend. We got to get you back up to 50. We'll get you up to 50. I'll have the mods throw out your link every time you're in there, Farlap. No issues. We'll get you to 50. So let's see. I can go live. Oh no, broccoli running amok on YouTube. Yeah, go live, eat your broccoli. I'd watch it. Let's see. Yep, there's the Twitch. Thanks, Judd. Really appreciate that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of the Comment Show. I don't have any spiffy graphics to put up for you or anything like that, but I hope that you guys know that I do love when you guys comment on the videos. So if you can take a second or two out of your day to comment on some of the videos and give me content for this show, that would be great. I will get back with everybody every Saturday. I will not miss a comment. I promise. It just got to be too much typing. I got a little bit of carpal tunnel syndrome in there. So yeah, I hope you guys can understand. So with that, I think that's going to just about wrap it up for this edition. I'm reading chat. Really appreciate everybody that joined. Eat Your Broccoli, Judd, Farlap. Who else is in there? Michelle, Cheryl, Road and Toe Show, Russell, Cheryl M. I think I said you already, Cheryl, but 2 shout-outs is always fun. Lucinator, Kakawate, Mrs. Swilly, Alan B., our good friend, Bill O'Wright. See if I missed anybody else. Jen Wow, of course. Good friend Jen Wow. Pepper Brooks, friend of the show. Jim Busby. And Westside Accountability was in there. And let's see if I missed anybody else. I don't think Eminem Audits. And Jonathan Mazzilli, good friend of the show. ATL Auditor, Pudentain, Mark Wilson, Homeless in America, and of course, Knowledge is Power, and Homeless in America. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate the support. Can't wait to see you guys all on the next episode. So with that, please like, comment for sure. Word of mouth is going to be the way that this show grows. Also, if you know somebody in mental distress, reach out to them, and if you yourself are having problems, make sure you reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and I do care, and I will respond to you. So, but in lieu of that, if you're having a crisis, just remember, somebody out there thinks you're their favorite. It could save your life. Also, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, which is available 24/7, is 1-800-273-8255. And there's also a mental health chat link, which Judd always puts in the chat, but you can look it up online. Reach out to somebody, right? It doesn't take but 2 seconds, and it could save your life as well. So with that, I want to thank everybody for joining. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Stay safe. Have fun this weekend. Later, everybody.